Hopefully nothing's too loud. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are going to be playing The Roottrees Are Dead today, and I am so excited to continue this game. It is a mystery game set in the 90s, I believe, and it's a little bit before my time. I was born in 1999, but it's been super fun so far. We're basically investigating a family tree, going down through the family tree and trying to uncover secrets of the family. So it's been really crazy. Hi, Giuseppe. Welcome in. Hi, everybody on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. I am live on all three places right now. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. As you can see, my camera got better today since last stream. Last stream, I had to temporarily use a webcam, and it was awful. But we're back. We have our nice camera back today. So yes, should be fun. Yes. So I've been playing it already. I played the first part. If you missed it, it is up on my YouTube channel, and you can check it out there. And it was very interesting. I'm not going to go back over everything today. So I'm just warning you because there's a lot of details. So if you haven't watched the first part, it might not be the best idea to just jump in. You might be a little bit confused. But hi, Joanna over on YouTube. Very excited for more of this game. It's amazing how much cozy mystery vibes it has considering it's about murder and scandal. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know if we'll finish it today. I'm not sure how long it is. Okay. So we are trying to look into, so the only thing I noticed that's different this time than last time is I'm making sure my sound is good. You've been wanting the notebook for the gaming, the journal. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, I love my journal. It's so helpful. Okay, so the game just updated and they changed the way these girls look. So the famous cover, like the famous main menu, they looked a lot older than this. And now they changed it and I feel like they look more like teenagers now. So, this is great. I feel like they look much more age appropriate. I wasn't sure if they were supposed to be like, were they supposed to be teens or were they supposed to be like 20-year-olds? Because I thought they were supposed to be 20-year-olds, but then whenever I went to the menu now, when it has the newspaper like on the main menu, it has them like this. So I think this is how old they were supposed to be when they died, which I think this makes a little bit more sense with like for one thing, I feel like they all look different ages now, which I feel like the other one, they kind of all looked the same almost exactly. And then also I feel like they look like preteens/teens, which I heard them talking about something to do about teen modeling. So I think that would make more sense. But I don't know. We're going to figure out. Hi, Katie. Welcome in. Okay, so I need to remember what we were even doing. We were looking into, obviously, the Roottrees Candy Company. We kind of finished some of this line here, but we haven't gotten all three of these guys in place where they need to go. We were looking at our evidence. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh yeah, we had gotten some new stuff. Life Between Wars. Did we look at this already? Yeah, we looked at this. She looks so much like Brie Larson here. We looked at all these. And then we had looked at the photos. Oh yeah, we got this photo. I think this was the most recent photo. I should probably just take pictures of everyone in this photo, because we're gonna have to assign them all eventually. Okay. Isn't one of them married? Maybe this was an old photo. Oh, you're right. One of them is married. What am I even thinking? Yeah, one of them is married. So maybe it is an old photo then. It must be an old photo. So maybe they just wanted to give us photos of them when they were kids, I guess. But why would they be on the newspaper in the front then? Okay. So we're trying to get 9 people we're trying to get 18 people locked in. We've locked in 9. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional. Okay. The people with the stars, we've already done. 5 pieces add. I'm trying to remember if there was anything specific. What is this? List of names. Oh, it was just a list of names for the family tree. Oh, what is this? See, this changed. Okay, this is what changed. Oh, I see. So this was during the shoot for the Roottrees Sisters Got Milk ad. I've tracked down a test photo from before they printed the fake mustaches on. Interesting. Okay, so this was when they were filming. So they were teenage models, but then they ended up being adults, obviously, before they died. This is called The Roottrees Are Dead. So, we already looked at this. What was this? Oh, this is just our notes. Okay. We got that one. We also got this. Sorry you weren't able to attend the funerals. Traditional, have it as soon as possible. Da-da-da. I've enclosed a Shiva candle. Man full of love. Okay. These were my notes. Debbie and Ernie were married. Ernie was president before Carl Roottree, and their daughter is Nicole. Miracle Jr. married to Edith, who has a checkered past. Miracle's a 5-piece. I remember that. Okay. So we could still search about some of these people, probably. Like Ernie. So Ernie was married to who now? Ernie was married to Debbie. Are they on the tree yet? And Ernie was president before. So Ernie Roottree, I guess, would be his name. We don't know where on the root tree, on the family tree that he is. Let's see, Ernie Roottree. Ah, nothing relevant. Was his name something else? Is he not a Roottree? I thought he was a Roottree. Let's see. Debbie. Okay. And then this says, in childish writing, it says November, which maybe means that the little girl wrote on the back of it. There are also a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie, next president Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottree, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. I think, we were trying to figure out who Jim Roottree was in this photo. I'm not sure. Also, didn't we figure out last time that there was hints? The Watchman of the Year article mentioned a magazine. Wait, it did? Watchman of the Year. Let's go back to this. The articles. Was that where we found the Watchman? Watchman of the Year? Or no, wait. Is this... What? Nothing relevant. Is it in Business Watch? I thought it was in Business Watch. Is it Watchman of the Year? Okay. Okay, that doesn't say anything. It must be the article on Spider Search. Watchman of the Year. Okay. So it doesn't say anything about a magazine, which makes me think Watchman of the Year. What did the hint say? Search for Carl Roottree in Business Watch. Oh, Carl Roottree. So hard to remember all this information. Okay, Carl Roottree was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987 for his work with Root. The cover and a summary of the article has been added to your evidence. Oh, okay. Oh, there he is. Carl Roottree. So this was the girl's dad, the girls that died, and he also died, right? In the, I want to say in the car crash, in the airplane crash. Was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987, and a photo of him appears on the cover. According to the cover, Business Watch is the magazine for and about corporate leaders and has ongoing coverage of who's who in the corporate world. Carl was chosen not for his work at Roottree Candy, but rather a clothing company, Root. Doesn't his wife work in that company as well? There's a brief history. Before they married, Carl's wife, Brenda, was a fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit with other parents, including Carl's cousin, Jim Roottree, a notable singer who had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. Okay, wait, hold up. Carl's cousin, Jim. So if we go back to this, Jim is the singer. So if it's Carl's cousin, then he's also going to be on here. Now, is Jim a starred individual? How do I know here? Notable Roottrees. Yeah, Jim is a starred individual. So then if we go back to here, along this line, there's a starred person here. Is that the only starred person? Yeah, it is. So this has got to be Jim. So Jim, Roottree? Or is it, I guess I should just put in Roottrea first and then it'll give me. Is it James? Yeah, it's probably James. James Roottrea, singer? No, that's not gonna. What would? Comedian, director, dancer, interior design, military, model, musician. There we go. Okay, and then we've got pictures. Here's one. Oh, perfect. Nice. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Yay! You also lock the following optional entries. Frank, Danielle. Nice! Booyah! Perfect. Nice. Okay. Okay, and then can I add another photo of him? Because don't I have another photo of him? Oh, we were trying to figure out who he was in the photo. I think this might be him. Does that look like him to you guys? I feel, or no, maybe this is him. I guess we don't know around what age he would be. It's either this or this, but I don't know exactly what age he would have been in that photo. So the photo was taken, I guess we could say how old was Carl in that photo. Oh, Carl was about this age. So he's probably this one, because I feel like this is too old to be him. I don't know if that's accurate, maybe not. Okay, and then we don't have any other photos of him. Now we have another photo of Carl, right? Oh, we haven't verified him yet. Okay. And then, let's go back to our evidence. So, and then we know that, sorry, not this. We need to go back to this. We know that Carl, so Carl's married to Brenda. Jim is married to, he has a daughter named Raina, and he's married to this lady. Diamond? Is that her name? Diamond something? Diamond LaRoe, okay? So Diamond LaRoe, and they have a daughter named Raina. Yeah, he was married to Diamond LaRoe. Okay, so here we go. Diamond. It's a pretty unique name. And then we have a picture of her. Wait, is there another picture of her? That's not her, right? No. I don't think we have any other pictures. I mean, maybe we'll get one eventually. And then, unless she was in the... Was she in the photo? Maybe she's one of these people in the photo. Anyway. So then, their kids, they have a younger kid named Raina. R-H-A-Y-N-A? No. Is it R-A-Y? I might have to search for it. Let me just search. R? Oops. R. Just looking here. They got some unique names in this family. Wait, so there's no Raina? Why is there no Raina on here? Didn't they say that's what her name was? Raina. Oh, it's with an H. Wait, hold up. Raina Roottrea. Oh, but that wasn't her name. Her name was something else before this, didn't we find out? Wasn't it Raina that had a different name before? Or no, Carly. Carly was the one that had a different name. So then her name is Raina. Wait, so her name is Raina as well as her cousin was named Raina too? Interesting. They were both named Raina. It's referring to Carl's daughter, not Jim's? Oh, am I completely stupid? I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, Raina's clothes were notable. Wait. Oh, he has a young daughter around the same age as Raina. Okay. Thank you. I got confused with that. Okay. In 1982, Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin, Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottrees at the time, spearheaded Root. Okay, second cousin. Oh, frick. Where does second cousin go? Does that mean if you're second cousin? Do we have a definition of that somewhere? I feel like we do, but maybe we don't. Text items. Notes. Tips. Family reminders. Okay, second cousins. Sometimes referred to as distant cousins. People that share the same great-grandparents, but not the same grandparents. Oof. The same great-grandparents. So Carl's great-grandpa would be... So this would be his dad, this would be his grandpa, this would be his great-grandpa. But not the same grandparents. So they don't have... They share this guy as the same great-grandparent, but Carl's grandpa is this person, and that is not Ernie Jr.'s grandpa. Ernie Jr.'s grandpa is possibly over here. Save? Should I save now? Ernie Jr. came from a different 5-piece. Yeah, essentially. So I don't think that Ernie Jr. came from her. We've got Clancy, we've got Marguerite, Miracle Jr., and then we've got Elias Roottrees Jr. He potentially could be down here somewhere. So he's second cousin, so he might be here somewhere, potentially. Let me just make a note of that. Ernie Jr. is second cousin to Carl. Okay, and then let's go back. Oh, okay. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottrees at the time, spearheaded Root. Other blood relatives who have a say in the company's finances refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll the clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment, and now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition, or perhaps superstition, new clothes always debuted the way the first ones did. Raina became their catalog's cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Her younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Carl was voted Watchman of the Year primarily for his personal gamble and the ensuing payoff. Interesting. Okay, so we've looked up... What do we need to know? What people do we need to know about? Clancy Jr., I think we figured that he was correct, but we don't know about these two exactly. I think we tried to search Elias C. already. We know that she has 2 sons, Gwen, Miracle Jr., Elias Jr. Okay. I'm gonna get another hint. One of the diary entries offhandedly mentions a relative appearing in a publication. One of the diary entries. So diary entries were in this, right? First published book. Free spirits. Okay, so it's not in that. Sam. I don't think it's this either. Dynasty. Quite heated. 5 pieces. Okay, and it's not that. Complaints. Happy Wednesday, Princess Emily. Welcome in. Okay. Told her being expected to watch the three younger brothers. Okay, during the summer. She's off living a glamorous life. She gets to be in Starlet. Okay. Okay. This is what they're talking about. So this is Gwen, and she was in the magazine Starlet. Gwen Roottrees. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the periodicals, right? And then Starlet. Gwen Roottrees. Does she go by Roottrees? She does, right? Gwen Roottrees was often in Starlet. Most mentions were around the time of her divorce in 1958 from Wild Bill Williams. The gossip is speculative and full of tabloid stereotypes. Some of it focuses on the fact that when she announced her divorce, she also announced she was pregnant again. Others mention that the rumor is Wild Bill had multiple affairs, which left her heartbroken. There's also an interview from earlier in mid-1957 where she was asked about her last name. She answered, "The power of a name is undeniable. My grandfather constantly preached the importance of family names and honoring them. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but Roottrees has power. My husband, similarly, goes by Wild Bill." So Cornwall, so that means that her parent would be Cornwall. So Cornwall. Linus Cornwall. I see. And I think this would be housewife. Housewife. Okay. Great. And then what else did she say? My husband similarly goes by Wild Bill. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself because he didn't have the benefit of being born with a famous one. But Wild, combined with the alliteration Williams, is incredibly memorable. Although we've so that means that his last name is Williams? Bill Williams? Let's see. Williams. Bill. Interesting. Wait, so Bill... Hi, Sizzlin' Siren. Welcome in. Hi, Winter. Welcome in. Okay, so Bill Williams. We're told that his name is Bill Williams. But then she's saying, my husband goes by Wild Bill. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself because he didn't have the benefit of being born with a famous one. Wild combined with alliteration Williams is incredibly remote. Okay, so then what was his actual name then? Although we've relocated to Paris, I know your readers love to keep up with my husband, so consider this a Starlet exclusive about both of us. Wild Bill and I have a child on the way, and we're sticking with Roottrees for the last name, not Williams. But we also plan to lean into alliteration. That's how we'll honor both of our family names for the next generation. Oh. Look up Wild Bill. Okay. So I'll look up Wild Bill, and then we also need to remember alliteration with Roottrees. Oops. Wild Bill Williams was mentioned many times throughout the magazine's lifespan, with stories and gossip about who he had been seen with in public, blondes mostly. 3 specific passages stand out. The first mentions one of his first roles, which was under his real name, Walter Forsythe. Aha! Found him! Okay, and then we need to remember that their names are Roottrees, but they should rhyme. And they're boys, so let's see. Edward, Jack Roottrees, Christina Roottrees, November Roottrees. Oh, November. That was the girl's name that was written on the back of the... So it wasn't a time of year. It was her name. Okay. Robert Roottrees. Ronald Roottrees. Samantha Tessa Wolf Roottrees. Oh, alliteration. So that would be RR then? So would it be like Robert and Ronald maybe? Is that what we're thinking? Probably the 2 R's, yeah. So we'll just stick one on one and one on the other. But we can fix it later. Interesting, okay. And then now that we know about November is a kid. Now what did we see about November? She was here. So this was November, we think, potentially. Okay. And then we need to go back to this. Okay. The second is an interview. Although he doesn't mention her by name, you determine from context he's talking about Gwyn Roottrees. An apology to all the ladies, I'm actually taken. Earlier this year, I did a friend a favor. He was directing a war movie and asked me to play a small part. Wouldn't you know it, that son of a bitch cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing, it wasn't his fault. Apparently the studio didn't want to pay for a star of my caliber. I got the last laugh though. I met someone. She spent most of the film crying. She was playing a soldier's wife. But even through the tears, she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love. I only have eyes for her. Ironically, the third is a rumor that his divorce from Gwyn was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. An American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwyn arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwyn announced she was divorcing Wild Bill and also that she was pregnant again, giving this rumor more credibility. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty. So, that didn't give us too much more information. Like, we know who Wild Bill is now, but we know they had 2 kids. Now, he was married to someone apparently, but we'll find that out later probably. Okay. So where do we go from here? Who else should we research? I'm trying to think. I don't remember who else was. Lauren Roottrees mentions an old book of hers in one of the diary entries. Oh yeah, I think someone said that last time. An old book of hers. It's not this one. Okay. I don't think it was in here. No. Her father was the head of Roottrees. Wait, whose father? Gwyn? Talking about Gwyn's father? So would he have been Ernie? Is that what you're asking? Or who? Lauren? Are you talking about Lauren? Okay, let's go back. So, blood is thicker than syrup. Okay, it must be in this entry. Da 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 da. Free spirits. Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Okay. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over. My first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart. Okay, so we should probably look that up in the library, maybe? What is her name? Lauren Roottrees? Swashbuckle My Heart? I guess I could have, like, clicked on it, probably. I probably should just click on it. Let's see. Swashbuckle My Heart. Nothing. Okay, let's go back to the library then. Is she Lauren Roottrees or is she... Where was she at? Yeah, she's Lauren Roottrees. That's how it's spelled, right? Swashbuckle My Heart, yeah. It's under her other last name. Oh, crap. What was her other last name? I don't remember. Did I write that down in my notes? Ah, married name Rafferty. Okay. Let's go back. Rafferty. Out of print. No copies available. Re-released as X Marks the Spot. Oh, interesting. X Marks the Spot. Ooh. What? Nothing there. So, shouldn't I... X marks the spot, right? Isn't that what... Oh, maybe she did it underneath. Because at that point, she was already writing under Roottrees. Ah, okay, there we go. Softcover, published 1974. According to the back of the book, this is A Buried Treasure by Lauren Roottrees and from the author of the Court series. It also says to keep an eye out for Lauren Roottrees' next book, Revisiting the Diary, 10 years later, releasing in 1975. Got it, we gotta do that one for sure. There isn't a lot of information about the book. There's a rare book forum post where someone appears to be asking specifically about this version, but they are quickly shot down by dozens of people flaming them. It seems that the forum's regular users misunderstood the request and think the OP was searching for the original A Life Between Wars, which is widely available. The lone helpful voice in the sea of trolls is a person named Dewey Decimal Lover, who points out that many libraries can assist in finding... Okay, fine, we'll do it. Revisiting the Diary 10 years later. Copy. How do I paste something? There we go. This was a version of Lauren Roottrees' diary released in 1975. Unlike the original diary, it contains no pictures, but has many new passages that reflect on her thoughts 10 years later. One major event happened between the releases that changed Lauren's outlook on certain subjects: the death of Elias. A summary of the fallout has been added to your notes, as well as some other select pages. Oh, exciting. Okay, let's see. Watched you play last week and immediately bought the game and finished it this weekend. Oh, that's amazing. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? I'm loving it so far. It is kind of hard because I had such a long period between playing it last week and playing it now that it's like hard to get back into it and remember everything. Okay, but I don't have enough time to play it all in one sitting. What are we looking for here? This is new, right? The new diary opens with an explosive incident that happened in the decade between the release and re-release of Lauren's diary. Elias Roottrees had died, and during the reading of his will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud: Samantha Roottrees. Sam, I told you it was a girl. Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, he had a stipulation that she retain the rights to run the farm and any and all decisions related to it. Okay, hold up. So her name is Samantha. She had children, now we know. It was then that the scandalous secrets came out. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. She had been told her parents died. Apparently, Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Patricia, the daughter of a local steel mogul, and Eli Jr. harbored a secret romance at age 16. She became pregnant, and after the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. ever again. Her baby, Samantha, was sent to the Roottrees. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as EC. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. Oh, wow. That was the end of that, almost. It was so fun looking into other similar games when I'm off a Nancy kick. Oh, yeah, I like how it had Nancy Drewish vibes to it. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr. Because I was about to say, I remember their names being mentioned together. They finally married in their 50s. Oh, Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, ever the romantic, quite appreciated this. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Roottrees in the first place. Even though she was not part of the Clancy Trust, he wanted to include her in family affairs. That was what led to Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. What? Crazy! Okay, so... Okay. We need to figure out Ernie Jr. So who's Ernie Sr.? I don't know who Ernie Sr. is. There's Elias, Clancy. We don't know if this could be... Wait, I think I had this correct, yeah. So these are correct, I think. Clancy Edward. Because they said he was the starter of the Clancy Trust. So that's gotta be him. We don't know that this was Elias Jr. though. Ah, Patricia Jones. Why do we have Patricia Jones here? Oh, this is Eli Jr. Why am I thinking of Ernie Jr.? Eli Jr. Yeah, so Eli Jr. So they married, finally. I see. And then they had a kid, which is Sam. Samantha Roottrees. Now, we don't know what she looked like. Oh, we knew that she was included in one of the photos, right? Wasn't she in, this first version? Where's the first version of the diary? Sam. Okay, blah, 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 blah. But where, was it here? No, it was the other one. I think it was this one. Grandma insisted we include Sam, even if we didn't want to. None of us understood why, including Sam. I also didn't think it fair Miracle made it in since he's technically a 5-piece. I guess my inner child still has a grudge. Okay, so we know who this is, this is. We know this is Miracle Jr. We know who this is. We don't know her or her, so it could be either one. I have a feeling this is Sam, though, because she looks uncertain about being in the photo. Yeah, Sam is probably the far right. It's Patricia Christensen. Oh, sorry. Did I get that wrong? Let's see. Patricia. Ah, there's two Patricias. And then Samantha Roottrees. And then can we put her photo? Okay. We don't know her occupation. Now, Elias Jr. What do we know about Elias Jr.? On a website about historical buildings, he's listed alongside an old residence that has been preserved called Hunchetop House. You attempt to find more information about the man in the building, but come up empty. Hunchetop House. Hunchetop. Oop, why is it not typing? Hunchetop House? Huh. Hunchetop House. Where else could I search about that at? I guess not here. Need to write that in the notes. Eli Jr. Hunchetop House. Interesting. Okay. Hello, other Libby. Hi. Welcome in. It's very rare for me to meet another person named Libby. I think I've only met like a handful of people in person in real life that are named Libby. One of them was like 93 years old. It's not a very common name. Okay, let's go back to this now. So, Patsy and Eli Jr. married. Okay, so we knew that. This is a page of additional notes and context from the 1975 10-year anniversary re-release of Lauren's diary. It is a companion piece to the entry about Sam. Clearly, I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Roottrees. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Had she the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwen never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and her children seem... Ernie and the kids... And her children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. Okay, wait, hold up. Yes, mine is a nickname for Elizabeth, it is. Okay, so Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. Her children seem eager to help the family in their own way. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother. Okay, hold up. So Ernie, so is she married to Ernie then? But then he wouldn't be a Roottrees, right? Is there another Ernie? Is Ernie, oh, Ernest. Ernest Madsen, oh, okay. So then, twinsies, yes. Okay, so then if they were married, then we'd have another Ernie. Ernie Jr. Okay, hold up. So Ernie Jr. And then who did she say? Ernie Jr. is learning day. It's been a long, long time since any real Roottrees was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Gwyneth. Wait, didn't we already have a Gwyneth somewhere? Why do I feel like I already saw the name Gwyneth somewhere? We saw Gwyn, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. An adopted grandfather. So that means he's not her real grandfather? Oh, so Gwyneth would be... Wait, Gwyneth would be a child then who's... Wait, I think I've got this wrong then. So... Maybe not. I'm so confused. So then... She said he's learning from Zach, which this is Zach. And then this would be Ernie Jr. The only one that's confusing me is Gwyneth. But it doesn't say that she's adopted here, so I'm a little confused by that, which makes me think that maybe she goes over here. I don't know. Okay. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. Ah, so that is a picture of her. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. Wait, Patsy. So Patsy had glasses? Oh, we don't have a picture of Patsy. Okay. It's hard to explain the look. Wait, her children. Her children have that covered. Wait, hold up. Sam is a spitting image of Patsy. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. Oh, her children have glasses then, is what they're trying to say. So Sam's children. And do we have any pictures of any children with glasses? Guess not, just this guy, but we don't know if that's him or not. I don't want to put that there. I don't know if that's him. Okay. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operations would pass to Samantha Roottrees for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money after all and was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. Pop warned us away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referred to him a confirmed bachelor, and I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Oh. And they were roommates. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive him either. But even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problems with us next gens, but she has a palpable hatred for the Five Pieces and Elias and Gwyneth. Interesting. Okay. Switched over from TikTok. Hi, Katie. Okay, so confusing. So Sam will never forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her and giving her that life. So EC, confirmed bachelor. Sam had to grow up in the house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Okay, I don't know how they come into play. This is a page of additional notes and context from the 1975 10-year anniversary release. It's a companion piece to the entry about her son, Clark. Reading this back, I get deja vu. As I write this addendum, Clark's gotten married again. No Roottrees has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob, and Gwyn divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. I've seen what he gets up to in Starlet. But neither of us ever took a second husband. With the way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable someone in this family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped. More than I can say for Clancy or Edward. So Eli C. Wait, Clancy or Edward. So Clancy is Edward. Who's Edward? I thought Eli C. was... Oh, Clancy? Edward. Oh, maybe he's Edward. Wait, but she's saying... So these are her brothers, I guess. So Clancy, Eli C., Edward. Yeah, so we got the Elis correct, I think. Okay. More than I could say for Clancy or Edward. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. So Clark and Jim being him and Clark here. Okay. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage seems solid as a rock, pun intended. So who knows what causes these things? I suspect that he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel, and I imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio. But still, I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last. Lord knows I was right last time. So, marrying Jane. So, Jane is his second marriage. Oh yeah, we knew about his first marriage. So, Jane LaRoe. Wait, Jane LaRoe? I'm confused. So, Diamond LaRoe, wouldn't that be... I wonder if she's related. We don't have a picture of her. Interesting. Okay. We don't know if that's her. That might not be her. Okay. Keep her from running out on the band. Interesting. So they must have been in a band together at some point. This is a page from the 1975 10-year anniversary release. It's not a companion piece to any specific entry, but addresses feedback. The biggest complaint I got after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are. And I get it, there are 4 Elis for Pete's sake, but that's how it is. Someone would say, I saw Eli in town, and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. That's why they became Uncle Junior, or Miracles Eli, or Eli C. Okay, wait, Miracles Eli. Miracles Eli. Miracle has an Eli? Ah, Elias M. Yeah. Or Eli C. Our family's names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. So now you see where my pop's name came from. Oh, that's where we saw Gwyneth's name. Gwyneth is her. Ah, okay, wait, hold up. So she said something about, let's go back. She said... As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. So Gwyneth, so there's another Gwyneth. Hold up. Let's just search really quick. Gwyneth Madsen. Gwyneth Madsen. Ah, so that is their other child. Okay. And then Was Clark a musician too? She mentioned a band. Yeah, it sounds like it, because she said that Clark was marrying her so they would stay in the band or whatever, which is just interesting that her name is Jane LaRoe. I'm guessing that maybe she's Diamond's sister or something like that. Okay. Okay, let's go back to, which one are we on? Names? Clark? Names? Yeah. Our family's names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. So now you see where my pop's name came from. Okay, yeah, so we know that Lauren's dad was Clancy. Clancy Edward, sorry. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. With the women, I figured that already. With the women, however, it all goes out the window. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. Okay, hold up. Elias's mother was Caroline? Wait, hold up. Who did she say? Gwendolyn. Who's Gwendolyn? Is she Gwendolyn? No, she's Gwen. This feels very confusing. It is very confusing. A lot to keep up with. Ah, Gwendolyn. There's Gwendolyn. Okay, so Gwendolyn got her name as a combination of Gwyneth and Caroline. I see, which was Elias's mother. Oh, okay. Women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of Junior. That's funny. I'm gonna tilt this down just slightly. Okay. If you're reading my diary and you're confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy Roottrees. I had to break the news that they got my father's name backwards. This is a page. Okay, this is not a companion piece to any specific entry, but rather a fun bonus. Apparently, this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment about anger, and she believes, based on the teacher's name, she must have been in the 3rd grade. She doesn't exactly remember the events spelled out here, but she does remember getting in trouble. Okay. I got angry when I met a new girl who I do not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town, and she hugged him. Oh. Wait, I got angry when I met a new girl who I did not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, "Your Pop is my dad." She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing. So I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble. Then Pop took her away. He told me, "Don't worry, I'm glad she's gone." So hold up. This is Lauren's dad. So Lauren's dad having a daughter that she doesn't know about. What? So I'm so confused. She said, "Your Pop is my dad." She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not nice things. I pushed her away. Pop took her away. He told me, "Don't worry." Interesting. Do we have any more stars that we haven't filled in? I think we've filled in basically all the stars. Okay. Let's get another hint. If you're completely stuck, try talking it through with your rubber duck. There's a sticker on the front of Rolling On Down to the City. Oh, wait. I didn't notice that. Or maybe I think I noticed that last time. Sticker. As seen in MMM, only the great-grandson of Elias Roottrees could make disco this sweet. Okay, so MMM. Rolling On Down to the City. Can we search that on periodicals? Is that how it's spelled? Rolling On Down to the City? Oops. Is it another Sam situation? Maybe? Could be. Okay. Try searching up Clark. Okay, so I want to find this first, though. Oh, Clark, you mean like Peter Janinvitz? Should I search him, potentially? Maybe I should just search MMM. MMM. An abbreviation for Modern Music Monthly. A magazine from the 40s to the early 80s. It went out of business due to high competition from much more major publications. Okay, let's go back to this now. Modern Music Monthly. Rolling On Down to the City. A review and interview from 1979 titled "A Reluctant Hitmaker, Jim Goes Into His First Band." Until a few years ago, Diamond and I were in C&J and J&D with my cousin and his ex. Okay, C&J and J&D. So that would be Clark and Jane, and Jim and Diamond. Clark never knew his father. Wait, so Clark broke up with Jane, right? Yeah, he did. Okay, cool, so that makes sense. Okay. Clark never knew his father, so our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are actually sisters. So the four of us had sort of a cutesy family band. So I understood that Diamond and Jane were sisters. I was right about that. Not our finest hour. Regardless, when Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her youngest sister... Wait. When Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her youngest sister, everything exploded. No more family band. The only thing Clark and I had in common was music, but even then we never agreed on what it should be. He was always more interested in catchy tunes, something you hum a week later. I've been told Roland is like that, but that wasn't my goal. When he called me up and said he liked it, I took it as a sign I was going in the wrong direction musically. That made him laugh, but I'm trying to make art. I don't mind saying any of this because he'd agree. For most of the decade, he was a mess. Oops. I gotta reconnect my TikTok. For most of the decade, he was a mess. He's a lot happier now. He started Raffertunes, and he's a much better jingle writer than songwriter. One of the benefits of our famous family is a massive company willing to be a client. That's also how my father was connected to Roottrees. All of his old ad campaigns were hung on the walls over the record player, but I was never interested. I just went straight for the music. I guess Clark was paying more attention. Okay. How our father was connected to Roottrees. All of his old ad campaigns. Huh. But also we need to look up Raffertunes. So, Raffertunes. Can we search that on here? A website about Raffertunes, Clark Rafferty LaRoe's advertising firm. On it, there is an About page, and you find a picture labeled The Inspiration for the Famous Super Bowl Ad Campaign. Below that is more detail. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children, and when his wife was trying to get his youngest, Katrina, to calm down for the picture, he had the idea for the Roottrees Super Bowl ad. The photo is now in your evidence. So Katrina is their daughter. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the evidence. Right here. We found the photo on the Raffertunes website. It was labeled The Inspiration for the Famous Ad Campaign. Okay, so this is it. So here they are. Oh, she looks so upset. Okay. So let's see. So this is a picture for Clark now. Oh, we need to add this picture for Carl. Oh, we haven't verified him yet? Wait, what? How has he not been verified? Isn't he their dad? Oh, is it because this is wrong? Was he not 4th president? Was he 5th president? Confused. I would think that that would be accurate, but maybe I'm wrong about that. What do you guys think about his job? Maybe he's 5th president? I thought he was 4th. Because, okay, so we've got Elias, and then we've got... Who is 2nd president? He is 2nd president, and that's confirmed. And then... Oh, maybe he's 3rd president. Because I don't know where 3rd president is. I think that might be accurate. Hopefully. Okay, so then... Jane LaRoe, we can put her picture here. And then their kid. So they had only one child? Wait, no. This wouldn't be the lady from the photo. Because so he was with her once, but then so they had one child together. But then he had 2 children with this person. I play the best games. Oh, thank you. Okay, so why would he only have 2 children in the photo then? Why would this child not be in the photo if they're taking a family photo? With his wife and his children. Katrina was his youngest. It's probably the last wife. That's what I'm thinking. His music. We don't know his wife's name. We don't know what his 2nd wife was. Okay, or third wife. Yeah. So youngest would be here, which would be Katrina. That's the sad one. Where'd she go? Katrina? Katrina Rafferty LaRoe. Well, if she's a Rafferty LaRoe, then I think she might be this child. And then we've got 2 other children here, potentially. Because if she's a Rafferty LaRoe, then she's got to have her last name and his last name. Katrina, hey, that's me, yeah. It's always funny whenever you see your own name. You look very unhappy. Okay, and then the other kid would be the oldest from this family, which would be, where'd they go? Right here, but we don't know the name. Let's see what else is under Rafferty. So we have Rafferty LaRoe. There's also a Jessica Rafferty LaRoe. Interesting. There's also Clark Rafferty, which is him, and then Chris Rafferty. I wonder if this kid... What if the third wife is the third LaRoe sister? What? Is there a third LaRoe sister? What? Wait. Oh, Kim LaRoe. No way. Was he with Kim LaRoe? So then these two kids would be from that family. That's who he was caught sleeping with? What? This is so confusing. Okay, so then Katrina, perhaps that's correct then. So then Rafferty LaRoe Jessica would be the other little girl. Oh my, scandal. Okay, we're gonna look up these names in a second here, but we don't know what his other kid's name was. This would probably be Chris then. Chris Rafferty? Maybe he didn't do Rafferty LaRoe. My brain hurts. I know, this is way more complex than any Nancy Drew puzzle. It said he was caught with the youngest sister. You're right. I do think it said he was caught with the... Oh, wow. By the way, side note, I had these little flower clips as a kid. Did you guys ever have those? I would always have those in my hair. Okay, so Chris Rafferty. This music sounds like Halloween to me. Hi, Lady of the Pond. Welcome in. Okay, so Chris Rafferty, we don't know what he looked like. Interesting. This is scandalous. Okay, we need to look up some of these people. So, did we search Clark yet? Clark Rafferty? Clark. Wait, Raffertunes. Clark Rafferty LaRoe's advertising firm. Who? Wait, he's just Clark Rafferty though, right? Are they just referring to him as Rafferty LaRoe? Interesting. I'm confused about that. Okay. Clark Rafferty. Let's see if there's anything about him. A few fan sites for the band Jim and Diamond seem to mention that he used to make music with Clark Rafferty. They mentioned an album called These Times. These Times. Oop. Oop. A band called C&J and J&D released one single called These Times. Someone with the username Diehard Dazzler scanned the cover and noted that it cost him over $200 at auction. Apparently, this was Jim Roottree and Diamond LaRoe's first song together. He also mentions that it was performed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister, and that it was only somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's later works. You can't find anything else about Diehard Dazzler, the band, or the single, so all that's left to do is add the scan to your evidence. After a blazing, fast 35-minute download, the track is also available. Wow, 35-minute download. Oh, there it is! We got these pictures. MMM Magazine also wrote an article. Folk style songwriting, catchy. Okay, we gotta look up the article. Okay, These Times is an old single. Okay, we already read this, right? The lyrics. On it is a sticker that says folk style songwriting. Song credits: Clark Rafferty, Jim Roottree, backup vocals by the LaRoes. Okay. Okay. Oh, we can play it? We can play it! What the heck? That's so cool. What if the other J in the band name isn't Jane, but Jessica? That could be. I bought those hair clips for my daughter and crimped her hair for her school picture and put those in, and her teachers were all like, holy throwback, yes! Wow, and the crimping too. Yes, this is like a mystery game like Nancy Drew. Can I change the tape? Okay. I just don't want words blaring in the background. Okay, so the other J in the band being Jessica. My brain is trying to capture all of this at the same time. So we said Jane, but there's no other option. It can't be Jessica because her last name is Rafferty LaRoe. So I don't think that would be accurate, right? what was the other thing we looked at? So these pictures. So we know that, so the band was made up of Clark Rafferty, Jim Roottrees, and then the LaRose sisters. So Jim Roottrees probably would have been the one with the beard. And then Clark, I'll have to verify him. Oh, he wasn't a musician. Wait, what was his, hold up. What was Clark's, was he a musician? Was he considered a musician? I wonder. Okay. So then Jane LaRoe, and then he had this kid. Okay, so we were gonna search the twins in the comments. You guys, the Emilys are finding each other. Yeah, I've never seen anyone spell Emily like that. Probably wrong, but aren't there 3 Rafferty sisters? No, there's only 2. No, there's 3. Yeah, because there's Diamond. So there's Diamond LaRoe, who's married to Jim. And then there's, wow, this saxophone is really loud. And then there's, I might just actually skip this song. Okay, so there's Jim, and then there's Diamond, and then there's Jane, and then there's Kim. I think those are the 3 sisters. Okay, so these times. And then, oh, the other pictures. So we were gonna assign these. So we've got, we can't add the one of Clark, but these 2 are the LaRoe sisters. I don't know who's older or younger or what they look like. I have no idea. This could be Diamond. So one of them has to be Diamond, right? She probably has the blonde hair. And then Jane would be the other one. Okay, so she has the brown hair. Okay, so Kim wasn't in the group. Rafferty is Clark's last name. There's 3 LaRoe sisters. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so then who's Chris Rafferty? If he's... Did he take on Clark's last name? I'm assuming yes, because that's the only spot that he would fit in, I think. Okay, so we got all those pictures put into place. Now we just need to look up some of these names. So I wanted to look up Kim LaRoe. Let's see, Kim how do you spell LaRoe? Crap, I can't remember. Is that how you spell it? How do you spell it? L-A-R-O-U-X. Okay, L-A-R-O-U-X. Nothing relevant. Oh, interesting. Okay. What about Jane? Jane Del Vecchio is listed on a talent for hire site as a wedding singer. Way down in the credentials section of her biography, it mentions she got her start as a young girl when she was Jane LaRoe of the Lucky LaRoes. Oh. It also mentions to only contact her agent in the event that you actually wish to hire her, and that any and all inquiries about her past and her sister would be ignored. Okay. Wait, can I just highlight this? Or like just search? So that's all that comes up under the Lucky LaRoes. Okay, interesting. And then the other thing I was gonna search is under the album. So MMM wrote an article on it, right? So this is, what is this called? These Times. So MMM periodical, These Times. A section of the magazine called Skip It or Flip It has short, pithy blurbs about new records. An album called These Times is listed under the Skip It column with the following. These Times, a new single from C&J and J&D. Clark Rafferty, Jim Roottrees, and 2 of the LaRoe sisters. Amateurish folk-style songwriting is catchy at times, but ultimately doesn't do anything new. I'd be so bad at this game. It is hard. It's a hard game. Okay, so that didn't give us much of anything. Well, at least there's hints on here too, because sometimes I even get stuck. Okay, so oh, we were also gonna look up their names, I think. Potentially. Oh, the Super Bowl ad. There was something about the Super Bowl ad. So, Roottrees Super Bowl ad. Let's search that. inspiration for the famous ad campaign. Oh yeah, didn't they say that Clark Rafferty had so he's not a musician, he was a, didn't he have an advertising firm? Or hold up, wait. Didn't we see that it was Clark Rafferty LaRoe or something? Oh, Raffertunes. Clark Rafferty LaRoe's advertising firm. Who is Clark Rafferty LaRoe? So it is Clark. So it's still talking about Clark, but why does it say Rafferty LaRoe? I guess it says that because he took on that last name and then his daughters have that last name. So, advertising firm. Advertising. I think I'm gonna put him as that. Okay, I'm gonna get another hint. There's a tangent in James Roottrees' spider search result that's well worth investigating. James Roottree. It won't let me. Okay. Who's James Roottree? Do you remember who that even is? Oh, Jim Roottree. James Roottree. The duo rolling on down to the city. Diamond is considered to be the band's lead singer. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up the sisters. Wait, what were the sisters called? Diamond's Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic aromatic. Let's look up Diamond's Dazzlers first. It's official fan club for Jim and Diamond. You'll find a forum post called Cool Things You Got in the Mail on a random forum about video games. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond still send out a Christmas card every year to Diamond's Dazzlers. It's accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it's no longer available to join, Jim and Diamond still honor it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent posts about whether that's cool or pathetic. Amongst the pictures of Christmas cards from over the years, only one is relevant. The card from 1996, including pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son, Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Floozies. Okay. Picture's been added to your evidence. The Floozies are an all-female punk band operating out of New York City. They are mentioned in passing in an online review from earlier this year. Apparently, they were the opening act for the band the reviewer actually came to see. The reviewer writes that she normally doesn't review the opening act, but this one was unusual. And not because of the music, which she described as loud, fast, and repetitive, but not in the good way. The trio was extremely cagey about their identities. The reviewer asked the venue who they were, and she was told they were rumored to be the children of other famous musicians and didn't want that to be why they became popular. The reviewer also mentioned that for an underground and unknown band with absolutely no following, their equipment was all extremely expensive, and not only were they selling CDs, but they only cost $1. They probably were losing a fortune. The reviewer said although she bought a copy, she would be unlikely to ever listen to any of it again, except maybe Beef Baby, the 7th track. There is no picture of the Floozies performing live, but the cover of the CD they were selling, Conquista Bore, has been added to your evidence. Okay. I love it, Conquista Bore. Wow, the Floozies. Okay, guitar and vocals, Candy, bass, Nikki, drums, Nina. Okay, we're getting a lot of information here. So, what was it that we just saw before this? Jim and Diamond's young son, Wolf, and his daughter's band. So he said young son. So Wolf would be the younger child. So Wolf, Roottree, and then we don't know much about him. Wait, what did it say about Wolf? It doesn't say. Okay. And then this is their daughter. Wait, they didn't say what their daughter's name was. She would have been a Roottree. So does it say? So Candy. I think it's Candy. Candy Roottree. I think that might be accurate. Now, let's go back to this really quick and we'll take a picture of her. Yeah, guitar and vocals is Candy. Nikki and Nina. Interesting. So Candy. That's cool. It's like her parents are musicians and then she's a musician. Musician. Oops. And I don't know about Wolf. I'm not sure about him. So you're on drums, Nina. Is that your name, Nina? Okay, so Nina and... What was the other name? Nina and Nikki. I don't know who they are. What did we see about that on the floozies? Interesting. So I don't know. We don't know who Nina and Nikki are. I'm not sure. We know this is Wolf, but we don't have a picture of him. And then let's look at the other piece of evidence we got. You found a picture of a Christmas card from Jim and Diamond to their fan club in 1996, 2 years ago. The description said it included a picture of his son Wolf listening to his parents' latest music. Interesting. So Wolf is here. Yeah. And then we don't know his occupation. No idea. Can we look him up? Wolf Roottree? Oops. Ah! Nothing relevant. Okay. Okay. So what else are we missing? We saw... What else was... Wasn't there something else? Beef Baby. That sounds so funny. Beef Baby is a song by the Floozies. You can't actually find anything else about it anywhere, but with a name like that, it's hard not to speculate on the subject matter, isn't it? Could it be a euphemism? Or about a newborn cow? Perhaps the Floozies are holding a grudge against a toddler? Certainly piques your curiosity, if only you had the time and resources to look into it further. Okay. Conquistador, we already looked into that. Okay. Wait. Okay. Diamond. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up Diamond particularly. Diamond LaRoe. Oops. Okay. The duo. Okay, so this is the same thing that we get when we search James. Or Jim, I guess. So. Not much help. Albums you find mentioned. Cherry Tree. Oh, we haven't looked these up. Oh, sorry. Cherry Tree, Roottrees. An album by Jim and Diamond released in 1995, it wasn't professionally reviewed, though diehard fans of Jim and Diamond online say it was a return to form. The CD was apparently so hard to find in stores that some fans have resorted to selling cassette bootlegs of it. There's a music commerce website that claims to sell the album, but it's sold out at the moment. You do find a short sample of one of the songs called Sun. You add it to your evidence. Turn my brightness up a little bit. Okay, so... Cherry Tree. The website you found it on did not have a full version, but you managed to find a short preview of the song's chorus. Jim sings the following. There blazed a spark of light that ever brightly shone from her starting days imparting wisdom to conquer life unknown. Though someday she'd depart, in part I'd never be alone. In my heart, I'll always be the son of... Who is he the son of? Oh, Elias C. Oh, he's talking about his mom then? Oh, is it Cherry? Let's see. Her last name, we don't know her last name. So then... Maybe it rhymes with known. From her starting days imparting wisdom to conquer life unknown, though someday she'd depart, in part I'd never be alone. In my heart, I'll always be the son of... Oh, no. I don't know. Let's see what rhymes. Deborah. Stephanie. Bonnie. Helen, Nicole. Joan. Probably Joan. Gwendolyn. I'm just going to check the other ones really quick. But I think Joan. That sounds like... Yeah, I think it's Joan. Oh, where did it go? Joan. Okay. So, Al Capone. Okay. Wasn't he a president? Was Eli a president? No, he wasn't. I'm thinking of a different Eli. Okay, I don't know what their jobs were exactly. Okay. So, so we looked at that, and then the other one we wanted was Sound of Laughter. An album by Jim and Diamond released in 1989. You can't even find a picture of the cover. It doesn't appear to have been very successful. Reviews seem middling, even from fans. Some basic liner notes exist on a Roottrees fan page, and it states that the lyrics and guitar are credited to Jim Roottrees and the vocals are credited to Diamond LaRoe. Okay, so that didn't help anything. Okay. All right. So that's that. So then, how long have I been live today? I've been live about no, not an hour. More than an hour. Let's see, since 4:30, and it's almost 6. So, hour and a half. Have you missed anything? You've missed quite a lot. But I will be posting this tomorrow on my YouTube channel. There's been a lot of details happening today. Okay, let's get another hint. It's a good idea to research a company's major products. You have a recent ad for one of the candy company's most popular products. Oh, 5 pieces. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at that yet. 5 pieces. From marketing materials and various candy history sites, you learn that 5 pieces are the iconic candy sold by the Roottrees Candy Company. Although they're no longer the company's only popular product, they still sell well to this day. 5 pieces are small, colorful, shell-coated maple candies that since the late 20s have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf, although they usually have one flavor that looks more like a berry. As tastes have changed over the years, so have the 5 flavors, but the shape and combination with maple have remained consistent. There's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have a 5 pieces advertisement scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy, Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Unfortunately, when you click through the website, it seems like all their image links are broken. Okay, we're definitely looking that up in the library. Copy, library. I don't know, wait, who wrote the book? Charles Lee. Published in 1985, hardcover. This is part of a book series about all things candy in the modern world. It starts in 1925, continues onward to chronicle the rise of mass production and global distribution. The book ends with a look into the future of candy as envisioned by experts in 1985. With the addition of hindsight, you can clearly see they got pretty much everything wrong. It includes some print advertisements. You find a newspaper ad for 5 pieces from the 1930s. Ooh. It's a miracle, a modern candy for a modern society. Roottrees 5 pieces contains 5 different maple-infused flavors. The Roottrees are a proud family business, and our flavors are inspired by our children. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, CE is for cinnamon extract, M is for melon, and introducing M for miracle berry. Miracle berry is a burst of beautiful blossoming blended berries. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Try it today. You found this advertisement. It's from 1928, 6 years after the debut of 5 pieces. It states that the flavors are inspired by their children. The order is grape, elderberry. Oh, we can probably see that's probably an order of oldest to youngest. So grape, elderberry. Let's see. Grape is Gwendolyn. Elderberry is Elias. Cinnamon extract is Clancy Edward. And then melon is Margolite, and then Miracle. Yep, so we've got the right order down. Okay, now, didn't we have a picture of the 5 pieces? Let's go back to this picture that we had. This one. Okay, so we had, this was Miracle, right? And then this is Gwendolyn. And this is Pop on the left. This is Lauren's dad then. So Lauren's dad is, aha, so he's gonna be here. Yay! It's been 7 years and 3 journeys across the desert, yeah. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. You've also locked the following optional entries. Oh, nice. Nice. Wow, we did really good. We're killing this today. Wow, we got all those right. Fantastic. Perfect. Okay.
You're listening to WRFR. It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Thanks. Can I get that one more time? What was it? WRTD News? Okay. The photo you were given may have been stolen from Carl's office. The newscaster mentioned you could search online for WRTD to find out more. Interesting. Yeah, that is a lot of optional ones. Last time I was here, we only had the first three sisters. Yeah, I did a lot. WRTD News is your local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segments, at least 45 minutes on the hour, they have been talking about the plane crash. This most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it's revealed there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm. This means it was likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternate agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. A comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of the Roottree curse being a real true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered and the picture had evidence on it." What's the Roottree curse? There's a long, rambly conspiracy website with a very small, very red text on a black background that says that the Roottrees are cursed. It has been very recently updated with the following. Important update. With Carl and Brenda and their girls, that makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottree Company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now, just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. There's another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5 pieces wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull, a secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4 corners simultaneous 4-day time cubes. The author of this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff75 at prodigy.us asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. The first entry is from 1996 and has a blurry picture of the Roottree Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence and through some trees. It seems that Operation RT29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29th, 1996. The website footer says, all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood. Chris Raff is probably Clark's son. Investigative jazz, yeah. Okay, there's a lot to look into here. So, first of all, Guy. We heard Guy mentioned back here. Next president, Guy Hudson. So they're talking about here, Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver. So we know that we still didn't get Carl confirmed. So I think that Carl was not the 3rd president. I think he was a different number of president. So after who was president next? It was Elias Jr. He was a lawyer. We got confirmed that Zach was the 2nd president. So then after Zach, we don't know who the 3rd president was, but I'm guessing Guy was the 3rd president. So then that would mean we don't know where Guy is on this photo exactly. Did we get that photo confirmed? We didn't get these pictures confirmed. Interesting. So I'm guessing maybe this photo isn't him then. Maybe he's this person in this photo. Okay. What was I just saying? So 3rd president. So, Guy. I don't know if Guy was... Maybe he's here? Maybe this is Guy? What is Guy's... Hudson. Oh, Hudson is his last name. So let's look at what the other last name. So Bonnie Hudson, Guy Hudson, and Christopher Hudson. So there should be 2 children. And then Zach is married. These would be Mordens. These kids would be Mordens. Caroline Morden and Gwendolyn Morden. Angelica Morden is over here. Okay, so Gwendolyn and Caroline, but we don't know in what order. Okay, and then these 2, possibly. So Guy is possibly... Wait. So this is Angelica. What did we find out about Hudson? So she could be married to Christopher Hudson. And then we should put housewife. And then their son would be... Probably means that Carl was number 5 then. Yeah. Don't know if ADHD could handle this game. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay. Overwood is the total opposite of a root tree. Okay, so Guy. So Guy Hudson would be one of these. So I think he would be the oldest, potentially. Hudson, and then we would put Bonnie as the other one. Now, Guy Hudson, we don't know which one he was in the photo. I have no idea. I don't think he's him. I think he's related to Miracle somehow. We know it's not him. He's one of these 3. I don't know which one. Okay, so Guy Hudson, and then what did this say? Next president, Guy Hudson. Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Oh, so we know that Guy was president. 3rd president then. Yeah. And then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Okay. Ernie Madsen Jr. Madsen. Morden Madsen. Ernie Madsen Jr. Here he is. Ernie Madsen Jr. was 4th president then. Interesting. Okay. Now, we don't know what he looked like either. Yeah, we don't know what he looked like. Now, what was it? They said Patty's... She had thick eyeglasses and that it skipped a generation. So it could be that this is Ernie Madsen Jr. potentially. Wasn't there also a woman? I want to look at the woman's photos real quick. She also has really thick glasses, so I feel like she could be Gwyneth. But wait, then wouldn't that make... Hold up. Oh, she's just standing here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. And then I think that... Okay. So Guy is the redhead. He's right by a redhead lady. That's probably his sister. Wait, hold up. Boop, 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 boop. Guy. Oh, here? Is that redhead? I didn't realize that was red hair, I guess. I thought that was the lighting. Let me look at the full photo. Oh, okay. So that would be Bonnie. That would be Bonnie next to him. So Bonnie, Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr. is somewhere in here. Caroline, Gwyneth M, Gwendolyn, Miracle. Okay. So Bonnie, that would be Bonnie. Interesting. Okay. And we don't know her occupation, but it was most likely housewife. Okay. Guy Hudson, 3rd president. It's not confirming any of these so far. Okay, let's go back to the article. Now, just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. Okay, so then Carl was... So he was, what number? 3rd, and then 4th, and then Carl would have been 5th. There we go. Okay. Then, yeah. Okay. Oops. What else did we learn from this article? 5 pieces wrapper, time cubes. Can we search any of this stuff? The Mayan ruby skull? That would be funny, actually. You find a few conspiracy websites that claim the Mayan ruby skull is a symbol of death. The alleged proof is a blurry photo of a reddish shape that is supposedly a cave painting from South America. According to legend, discovered beneath the painting were bones from hundreds of different people and animals. One site also mentions that the photographer who took the picture died when their boat capsized after crashing into a skull-shaped rock. Amongst the spinning skull gifs, you find no sources or verifiable details to back up any photos or claims. To you, the blurry photo looks more like an egg than a skull. Okay. 4 corner simultaneous 4-day time cubes? Nothing relevant. Wait. You begin to read the site and come to the conclusion that the words "no relevant results" isn't a strong enough description for what you're seeing here. It's a massive column of technical terms that aren't real and confusing rants you can't find any meaning in. Regardless, it won't help with your search. Okay. Bernie Madsen Jr. had a heart condition, blah, blah, blah. First entry, blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company. Operation RT29. More conspiracy websites. Some people out there claim that the Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals, and that this was done in cooperation with bad actors from an unknown government. They claim that due to a loophole in the calendar, it is possible to get away with nearly any crime on a leap day so long as it isn't discovered until after the day is over, and that every 4 years, on a leap year, the Roottree Company hosts a meeting with foreign agents to conspire to poison our children. Oh my. Their proof is that Roottrees candies contain polyglycerol polyrisinolate, an ingredient of the candy that wasn't there when it first released. They claimed it was added in an attempt to addict people and eventually induced mind control. The website claims to sell pills that counteract this effect for children and that have already eaten Roottrees candy in the past, of course. You do an additional search for polyglycerol and it seems to be an emulsifier in chocolates approved by the FDA and widely used across many products. Funny. Okay. Thomas Overwood. Thomas Overwood seems to have a few different sites about mysterious deaths and curses. In addition to the Roottrees Curse website, you also find one about the truth behind Spirit Cola, which claims that Spirit really stands for Satan's plague in returning in 2000, and that in the year 2000, anyone who has drunk Spirit Cola will die. Another website is Stock Markets and the Devil's Numbers, which claims that if you multiply any stock's price by 666, then also multiply the current year by that same stock price, then add those two numbers together and divide the entire total by the stock price, and finally subtract the current year, you'll always end up with 666. Oh. Hilarious. Okay. All right, so we did all that. Any more hints for me, Ducky? The modern 5 pieces flavors aren't helpful, but there might be something in the description of the ad that is. The ad seems to be from a magazine. Those are always helpful. Wait. Spider search for Teen Blast. Wait, did I not see Teen Blast? Is that on here? Ah, Teen Blast. Okay. Teen Blast is a magazine aimed at teenage girls. Their website has a news section that offers condolences for the loss of the Roottrees sisters. Their fashion line was often covered by our magazine, and Raina Roottree first appeared on the cover on her 16th birthday. Okay, so Raina Roottree. Teen Blast has played host to many Roottree advertisements over the year for many of their products, including 5 pieces. They fled the results. One of them is already in your evidence. Okay, Raina, maybe? Raina was on the cover of Teen Blast when she was 16 and did an interview. You add the cover and article to your evidence. Yay! There she is. Also cute. There's an article about Raina Roottree from 1994. This issue also mentions TMS and Brother Trouble. In an interview, Raina talks about her inspirations. One important thing I learned from an early age is that dreams are not outside of our grasp. My grandpa was a college professor who taught lectures about history. Okay, hold up. Her grandpa. Her grandpa would have been, history. So professor? Professor. It's good to know. Okay. He always told me that history was full of people from famous families who wasted their fame and fortune by taking it for granted. Instead, he told me I should go out and use my name to accomplish something. I think he may have practiced that lecture a lot because I have other people in my family that have also made the Roottree name famous for things besides candy. His older sister even wrote a book that some of my friends tell me they had to read in school. Oh, that's Lauren. I took his advice and now I work with my mom designing clothing. I help decide what colors and patterns I want to model, then she designs the clothes with a team of amazing men and women. Although my grandpa passed away earlier this year, Grandma Laura tells me he was really proud of me. He was really proud of what we've managed to accomplish. Okay, so Laura. Laura Carlson. There we go. Okay, cool. And then we got this picture. So this is Raina. And wait, what did this say? Brother Trouble? What is Brother Trouble? TMS and Brother Trouble. I'll have to look that up. Okay. But we need this picture of Raina. There we go. Since Guy and Bonnie are redheads, I'm guessing Angie is the redhead in the next gen photo. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Wow. Yay. Good spot, Neens. My eyes would hurt so bad if I had to read a website with red text and a black background. I know. Okay, Laura Carlson, Christopher Hudson. Nice. We got the picture. We got that picture right. Okay, that wasn't as many as I hoped for, but that's decent. Oh, what's happening? Someone at the door? The phone.
So,
Hello?
you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it, but I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed. I'm a Roottrees. I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more, in person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so, wow, we got a lot of things confirmed. Now, there's some things we didn't get confirmed. So they were not confirmed, which makes me think that maybe they're opposite of what they are right now. Like maybe this is Bonnie and this is Guy. And then Bonnie and then Guy. And then he's obviously not a housewife. He would be the third president. Oops. And then she would be housewife. Okay. Potentially. And then thought it was Nancy Drew. Okay, so these are also not correct, which I mean, all I did was put glasses on them. I didn't. Ernie and Gwyneth, it could be that they're also opposite. And then he would have been fourth president. And she would have been housewife, most likely. And then this photo and this photo. Oh, wow. Okay, that was right. Or something was right. I don't know which thing was right. Nice. Okay, I got all those right. Good. You've also locked the following optional entries. None. Wow, thanks for that. Okay. Okay, that's great. So those are correct. Now, what's interesting is this is not correct, which means that this is not a photo of her. So we must need a different photo of her. I don't know what photo. Interesting. Okay, so then Or maybe she's not a housewife. Wait, didn't somebody say something about a green thumb? Wasn't there something about a green thumb? Wait, what does this say? Okay. Oh, what was it? Where did we read that? It was in one of the diary entries, wasn't it? Oh, this is the wrong one. It was this one. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother. Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother. So, meaning what? Did they do something other than being a... Screenwriter, retail, principal, president, nurse, pilot, model, housewife, hairdresser, farmer, driver, doctor, dancer, construction, baby. That's my occupation. Baby. Just a baby. Artist. Interesting. I don't know. I'm just gonna put housewife, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Green thumbs usually have something to do with gardening, right? I know. But I don't see anything about gardening here. It's not an occupation on here, so I don't know. Farmer? Oh, good call. Maybe. Ah, maybe that's right. Farmer? Oops. Farter? Okay. Oh, I think that was right. Okay. So, interesting. And then all we need... So who else wasn't confirmed? Who else wasn't confirmed? We've got a lot of people confirmed. Oh, Wolf. We don't know his occupation. I wonder how we're going to find that out. And then these two were also not confirmed. Oh, because we don't know their occupations. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, do we put baby? Child? Kid? I guess they're grown up now. Wait, student? Oh, maybe student? Student college? Student K-12? Yeah, student K-12. Nice. I need to do the other one as K-12 too. I think I can do her as K-12 too. 24. Oh, maybe not. College? I'll just leave it as K-12 for now. Okay. We don't know about Wolf yet. And then Elias, we don't know what Elias did. How do we not know that? Elias C? How do I go back to spider search? Elias C Roottrees. Oops. No, nothing? Really? Huh. Okay. Edward Roottrees. Nope, nothing. Okay. What was this? Candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. Stephanie grew up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was full of love. 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply, love is our future. I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company. If you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring in. Don't let our conflict spread to the next. So CM. So this guy's name is CM. And her name is Stephanie Jones. Now, one thing I'm curious about. November. So we know that. Where's that picture? So he's black. And November is also black. Or looks to be black. from what I can tell. So I was wondering if November potentially is adopted. Because I haven't seen anyone black in the family. Can Wolf be a student? Oh, that's a good call. Would he be in college then? Maybe. I don't know, we can try that. Okay, so there's only one adoption thing over here. Guardian. Adoption or otherwise. Huh. Now, November would have to be a child. Quick question. I've been trying to play stream Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. I can't get it to capture in OBS. I can't adjust the size of it on stream because the game just closes. Any advice? If you have any problems with the game closing, I do have several videos on my YouTube channel, specifically one for DG Voodoo that helps run the game specifically for streaming, running it in windowed mode. I have had some issues with some of those older games, but if you use the settings that I have on my YouTube video, it probably will work. If you have already done that and it's still not working, I'm not quite sure. I usually capture it just like a game capture, like normal. Butler County Times periodicals for Stephanie Jones. Oh, that might be good. The top secret file is probably for Sam's adoptive father, EC. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is November the mystery kid? Yeah, so November is the kid. So we know November's this kid here because number one, it's written in childlike handwriting, and number two, we saw that the name November. I can't remember where we saw that, but November was a kid. So you're welcome, of course. Okay, so there's an adoption here. So help me understand this. So this person was married to this person. They broke up. This person is a guardian, adoption or otherwise, of this person. So that doesn't necessarily mean they adopted the person. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about the whole November thing. So then Stephanie Jones, all we know about her is that she is running for office, I guess. Well, we can search Stephanie Jones. You learned from the election results page that Stephanie Jones, a candidate for city council, won her campaign on election day about a month ago. You find no mention of the Roottrees in any articles. She also has a very bare-bones website for her campaign. It is simply a picture of her campaign mailer, and underneath it says, "Be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times." Okay. No, I want this over here. Wait, can I? Whatever. Okay. Butler County Times. The Butler County Times. Stephanie Jones. The most recent mention of Stephanie Jones is a small report detailing the election results from last month's election. Stephanie apparently won her election. You also find the full version of the newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it is unimportant, you do find the following. Stephanie Jones, born Stephanie Landon until her marriage to local business owner Brian Jones. Oh, okay. Has lived in Butler County her whole life. Stephanie grew up in a home without a father. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence, okay? Though she's a distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother, Caroline, a local artist who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees to expand their maple farms. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay, so her mother is Caroline. As the music is too loud on TikTok, I can turn it down. Sorry, nobody's mentioned it to me, so I haven't turned it down yet. I know the jazz on here gets a little extreme sometimes. Okay, so also I think also just this saxophone is particularly loud. Okay. The one in the weird diagonal string on Clark. Where's Clark? This one? This just means that he split up with Jane. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so, or this top secret one. So Caroline is a Roottree descendant. Now, we know it's Caroline M in the photo. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Caroline, so CM. So Caroline M. So she used to be a Roottree, but she married someone with an M name. But she is so she would be of the generation of Carl's generation, I'm guessing. No, maybe one before that. Caroline. Let's just look at the names really quick. Caroline. Morden. Did I actually put her right where she goes? I'm dead. So she's either here or here. So, okay, this is starting to make a little bit of sense. So Caroline Morden. We don't have a picture for her, do we? I don't think so. What did they say about her in the article again? Stephanie Landon until her marriage to local business owner Brian Jones. Okay, lived in Butler County her whole life, grew up in a home without a father. My mother and her partner, so her mom was married to a woman. So how would we know? We don't know whose last name. Could she have been Gwendolyn? No, Gwendolyn's probably his other daughter. So we don't know the last name. Oh, we know the last name is Landon? Was that it? Oop. Stephanie Landon. No, that would be Stephanie's last name. So Stephanie Landon, Mark Landon, Clara Lansing. You didn't know I could adjust it? Yeah, I can always adjust the volumes. Yeah, Caroline is CM. The first couple had the child but split up, but the second spouse adopted the child as their own, maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It said she had a female partner, though not necessarily married. Right. So I'm guessing the last name must be different then. Maybe her father abandoned her. So maybe the female is the second partner here. So maybe the father is Landon. Mark Landon, potentially. And then it could be that the spouse, the second spouse, is the mom. And then this would be Stephanie. Did we take any? We didn't take any pictures. Okay, hold up. I just realized we didn't. This is Carl. Did we get that confirmed? Oh, where's the picture of Carl? Why is that not in there? There you go, Carl. Okay, where were we at? Okay, so this is Stephanie, and this is Brian Jones. Stephanie Landon. And then she became Stephanie Jones. Okay, and then she was a politician, right? Politics? I think that's correct. Wait, what was she getting voted for? Stephanie Jones, City Council. That's politics, right? And then what was the other thing we saw in the article? She grew up in a home without a father. Okay, with my mother and her partner. She's a distant cousin of the Roottrees. Her mother, Caroline, a local artist who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies. Okay. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. So Caroline's mother. She's saying her mother was a fighter. So let's look up Caroline. That would be Caroline Morden. Oops. Caroline Morden. You find a cover story about local art installations, including one by Caroline Morden. There isn't much about Caroline as a person. This is mostly a listing of art in Butler County. She seems to get top billing. Accompanying the story, there is an image of Caroline standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. It is captioned, Caroline standing next to her sculpture at Lanchas Burden. This sculpture is one of many works featuring in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art and the Beauty of Women. According to a quote further down, Atlantis' burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. The picture on the front page has been added to your evidence. There she is. The image that accompanied a story about local art in the Butler County Times. It is captioned, Caroline sending techniques to her sculpture, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Upcoming book. Ooh, you need to look up the book, probably. Copy. Wait, did I get the picture? Yeah, I got the picture. Picture of the mermaid. Book. Let's look at the book. I gotta go soon. Let's see. Caroline Morden. And then... 1987, art, photography, sculpture, dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Okay, hold up. So this is Caroline. She would have been here. And she was an artist, right? Ooh, we got it. This is The Roottrees Are Dead. It's a really good game so far. Or I'm enjoying it. It's kind of tough, but... Mark Landon is the dad that left, so Stephanie has her dad's last name? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, good. I also locked that picture of Carl. Nice. And I also locked this. Perfect. Okay. And then Mark Landon. And then what was the other thing we said? Dedicated to... Oh, Stephanie and Eloise. So that's probably her... I think that's correct. Eloise. Okay. Guess we're not gonna get to know her last name. Mostly black and white pictures of Caroline's art, the centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages, stretching from 25 to 30. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. In the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and her cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. Okay, wait. Her sister Gwendolyn and her cousin Bonnie. Sister Gwendolyn. Okay, I think we knew that. Oops. Gwendolyn. And cousin Bonnie. Yeah. Gave up on the dreams to settle for boring men. So basically they ended up housewives, I'm guessing. In the intro, okay. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Their marriages led her to double down on her passions, art and the environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. She comes out strongly against the Roottree Company's effect on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father, Zach, to make changes to policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moments in her life, all negative, and that the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter. Leaving them all behind for good has pushed her to pursue her true loves, art and the beauty of women. Great. Okay, so, Dr. Wilson, which is her brother-in-law. So, brother-in-law Wilson. Ooh, we have no idea which Wilson. So they have 3 kids, and then they have, oh crap, I have no idea. Okay. I wonder if we could see Dr. Wilson, if we can look up a Dr. Wilson, potentially. Dr. Wilson? Dr. Stephen Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Although there are a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilson, this one apparently found a way to game the search results as he pops up to the top every time. His website claims that he is the pediatrician to the stars. The only evidence for this is that he apparently was the doctor to the Roottree sisters. There's a picture of him on his website as well as a picture of his 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. There's also a quote that, although credited to his child Jason, you suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Okay. Meaning he's probably the middle child, and then he has a big brother and a younger sister, possibly. Okay, so this is Dr. Stephen Wilson, so let's add him in. Wilson, Stephen, and then the middle child is Jason, I think, and then oldest Wilson is a boy, which is Zach, and then Jem is the younger sister, I think. And let's look back at the this one. Nice. Yeah, they all look like so upset. I mean, except for this kid, but they look pretty upset. The picture has a date on it. It seems like this was taken 2 years ago, 1996. So then this is, okay, wait, hold up. Then I'm wrong. Then he will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. I see. So the sister's in the middle, Jem. And then this is Jason. He does not look 10 years old. Okay, so then this would be, I don't know what age, what order they're in. Where's the little kid? There he is. He's graduating, so this was 2 years ago. So he would be in college, I think. She would still be in maybe 12th grade. I don't know. And then he would be in K through 12. Nice. Wow, we're doing so great. Yay! I locked the following optional entries. Stephen Wilson, Eloise. Nice. I also love the name Eloise. That's such a pretty name. Okay. Booyah. All right, what else did I get in this evidence thing? Oh, who's this? Oh, Dr. Stephen Wilson, self-proclaimed pediatrician to the stars. You found this photo on his website. Okay. We have an optional photo of him here. Oh, this is so fun. I don't want to stop. Okay, wow. We've locked in a ton of people today. I think we went from, how many were we even at the beginning? Not very many. Wow, crazy. Look at all the yellow. It's crazy. Who is this person over here? Oh, Gwendolyn Morden. And I don't know if we have a picture of her. Wait, didn't it say on that one picture, this one? Gwendolyn was in this picture, yeah. But we don't know which person she was. She might be this one. Let's see, who does she look like? What her kids look like this. He's got more black hair. This could be her. I don't know. I don't know. And then, who else? Is there anybody else that we can... Chris Rafferty, we don't have any pictures of that. What are the other pictures that we have? Oh, Brian. Why did we not put in Brian? His picture. There we go. We have this picture of November. Which November, what age? November would have been... She would have been a kid. So she could have been like... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who November's related to. Pictures for all the 5 pieces? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so this is Elias Jr. Hold up. I need to figure out. Let's go back to the original photo. So that's this photo. So this is Angie. That got confirmed. No, Gwendolyn, sorry. It's Gwendolyn. That got confirmed. And then this is Clancy Edward. This is... Who is this? That's him on the left, so Pop. In the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Oh, Eli Jr. That's probably Eli Jr. in the middle. So then Eli Jr. Let's see, that's Miracle. Marguerite. Eli Jr. Yeah, that should be good. And then he is an architect, I think. And then... We don't know his wife's name. Marguerite would have been her, I'm guessing. Yay! Wow. Can't stop, won't stop. I know. I don't want to stop. This is so interesting. Okay. Got the additional entries. Oh. She's back. On the phone?
On the phone, I said I
she's
owed you an explanation. But I can't reveal everything. Not yet. I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake, so I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers, but not the candy company lawyers, my publisher's lawyers. I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the Roottrees, especially Elias and the 5 Pieces. The truth often isn't. But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story. If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That
Makes
said,
sense.
I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me. To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in.
Oh, wow.
Also, there are fewer Roottrees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination. It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out.
Oh, wow.
I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Ah, so exciting. Oh, wow. Okay. So we didn't know his occupation. We don't know Edward's occupation either. Robert and Ronald. So these are not correct. So we could switch. Let's just switch their photo. Although he looks older. No, that wouldn't be accurate. Never mind. Let's not switch their photo. Let's switch their names. So Robert. And then we'll put Ronald here. And then, oh, maybe we need to put, I don't know what their occupations are. Okay, and then, what was the other thing? Oh, interesting. So that was him in that photo. I feel like this is him. Oh, it says Eli. Elias M. Yeah, I think that's him. Unknown occupation. I don't know his, oh, he has like a mechanic? Is he a mechanic? Potentially? Interesting. We don't know their occupations. Did you add pictures for all the 5 pieces? Okay, yeah. I need to, so we have all the 5 pieces now. Hello. What's up? Hello. Okay, so this got confirmed. Gwyneth Madsen. We don't know what the kid's name is. Madsen, Ernest Madsen Jr. So this would be a Madsen, right? What Madsens are left? Nicole. It's gotta be Nicole. We don't know her occupation though. Hudson. We don't know his wife. We don't know Bonnie's husband. What's in here? Oh, this is just... Okay. We also don't know Zach's wife's name. Oh, that got confirmed. So that was her that looked so upset in that photo. What are the other photos we have left? Her. She looks related to... She reminds me of her, I guess, but I guess they're not related. So she would be one of these other photos. She looks younger. She's not young enough to be their kid, right? Let's see. Let's go back to this photo. Okay, so we've got Bonnie. We got her. We got Guy Hudson. Ernie Jr. Did we get Ernie Jr.? I think yes, right? Christopher Hudson. Edward, Roottrees, Gwen, Miracle. Wait, who's Ernie? Oh, Ernest Madsen. Ernie Jr. Okay, so that's Ernie Jr. Okay, we got him. Caroline. Who's Caroline? Oh, her. We got her. Okay. Wait, Caroline. Oh, it is her. That's funny. I was like, oh, it looks like her. It's literally her. That's hilarious. Okay, and then who else is in this photo? Gwyneth M. Gwyneth M, yeah, we got her. Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn. Who's Gwendolyn? Gwendolyn, they said it was a combination, so Gwyneth. Gwendolyn. Ah, Gwendolyn. Oh, interesting. Gwendolyn. But that's not the photo we have of her. Is there another Gwendolyn? Miracle Jr. Wait, since you unlocked the Butler Times periodical, make sure you look up the Roottrees. Did I think I did that already. Did I do that? Oh. Played host to many Roottree advertisements over the year for many of their products, including 5 pieces. They flooded the results. Okay, 5 pieces. So nothing about. So should I look up someone specific? Gwendolyn is Caroline's sister. Who's Caroline? Oh, Caroline. Gwendolyn. Oh, yeah. Okay, oh, yeah. Okay, so we know she was in the photo. Okay. Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr. is over here. Yeah, we spotted him in the photo. And Jim Roottree, we got him in the photo. Clark. Wait, Clark. Oh, I don't remember getting Clark. Wait. Clark. Hold up. So the only people we haven't spotted, oh, it shows us the ones that are yellow. So that one, oh, that's Clark, I think. I think that's Clark. Okay, he looks so different. And then Carl and Eli M. So we got Carl. November, we haven't gotten November yet. Interesting. Wow. Well, I do think that I am going to have to stop here for today. Can I save? Or does it automatically save? Oh, save and quit. There it was. Whew. Wow. This has been crazy. Can I go back and exit? I'll just exit. There we go. Wow. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. This was insane. Super fun though. We got really, really far. I'm really happy with all that we did today. I'm so excited to play next time. We definitely are going to finish, I think, next time because we're getting really close. It'll be really nice for people watching it back on YouTube because you'll get to watch all the parts in order. Please have patience with me because I am a week in between each time playing this. So sometimes my brain can't remember everything that we researched the past time. So anyway, thank you guys so much for all your help and hints in the comments as well. And just ideas. You guys had some really good clues and things this time. Anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you on Friday for Hogwarts Legacy. We're continuing to play Hogwarts Legacy. I'm loving it so far. It's super fun. It's very cozy time. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Alrighty. Bye-bye.